Hey guys, today I'm going to react to Dragon Ball Super episode 59, and I need to be quiet because everyone in the house is sleeping right now. I'm the only one that kind of woke up, and my dad's still in bed, but he's watching TV because he has like this time span where he wakes up, but he needs to watch TV before he fully wakes up. I do kind of similar, I'm kind of the similar way, but I have to take a shower before I actually fully wake up. Before we start the live reaction, I need to talk about something that me and one of you guys have been kind of went through in the comic section down below for the last video. We talked about he or she told me that don't forget about Whis, that he can time travel back 5 minutes ago. I was like, oh wait, that makes the preview kind of make sense, because in the preview they showed them like watching over Goas and Zamatsu, just watching over, seeing what happens. I'm like, why didn't they stay? Why didn't they do anything? And then I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, maybe they'll jump in and they're watching just in case if Zamatsu actually did something, or like Goas didn't want to believe it, so then they let Goas do whatever. But then you brought that up, so I'm guessing either there's two things that either happened. Either Goas didn't want to believe it and he wanted to see it for himself, and then Whis was like, okay, don't worry about it. And everyone was like, what? Are you sure about this? And they're like, yeah, Whis is like, don't worry about it. I still can go back in time. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And then they let it that. And then they probably either jump in right when Zamatsu goes to do something, or Zamatsu actually kills Goas, and then they use the time travel. Most likely, they actually jump in when Zamatsu's about to do something, or something like that. I mean, it would be pretty interesting to see Whis use that power again, but I don't think they'll use that again. And also on YouTube, there's a lot of thumbnails showing for this episode. Like, a lot of people already live reacted to this and all that stuff. I was like, oh, thanks for spoiling it for me. Showing Beerus versus Zamatsu. I was like, really, man? You gotta spoil it like that for all you people who didn't even watch it anymore. So I already know that Beerus fights Zamatsu, and obviously we already know what's gonna happen. Beerus is gonna freaking annihilate Zamatsu, but that's gonna be really, really badass, and I cannot wait to see that. And let's just dive in with the opening, or the episode. Sorry guys, I just woke up right now, so I'm a little bit tired. God, that was loud. That should be fine. 30th anniversary animated. I'm not skipping the opening this time because we haven't seen the opening in a while, and I don't know if they added anything or anything. I don't think they would have added anything. But I mean, like, it's just to see the opening again. I'm sorry guys if you since you guys can't hear it. I really wish I could add the audio. Let's go. But what you guys can do is you can open up, if you're watching on the PC, you can open up the video in a separate tab, and you can press play at the same time I do it, and you can kind of tell with the visuals and stuff like that and try to line it up together. I know that's a lot of extra work and all that stuff that I really, really wish I could add the audio. I really wish I could, but for copyright reasons I can't. Especially for the opening. The opening I definitely cannot show. I just realized Goku has the uniform instead of the why have I not paid attention to that? Instead of having the Whis uniform, the uniform that Whis gave him, he has the regular uniform that he always had. I'm surprised I never noticed that. Oh, I was about to say, did I miss an episode? I was like, I don't remember this last episode. I was like, when did Goku fight Zamatsu? It's just been so long since I seen it. I thought that was like the episode before this, but no, this was the last episode. No, the last episode was actually, yeah, the last episode was about this. It wasn't about Zamatsu and them fighting, no. That's what I thought. I was confused. Goku and his company. I brought some tea. Dude, this is gonna be sick. I wonder how they're gonna do this. I really hope Whis does use the 5 minutes. because I want to see like what happens during those 5 minutes before he goes back in time. Like I'm guessing Weiss is gonna wait it out like to the fullest before he like if that actually is if he actually is gonna do that. Look at Supreme Kai. By the way, guys, I have read the super manga, so I do know of the events that happen in the manga that are different than what happened in the anime. I'll talk about that at the end of the video or episode. Did he miss? Oh. He wants to fight Zamatsu again? I know that's completely bullshit, but I mean, like, it'll be interesting if they do fight. Oh, maybe he's asking Goku to fight Zamatsu because he wants that to be a distraction, and while they're distracted, they're gonna talk to Goas. What are they doing? Great fortune? Are those dumplings? Oh, rice cakes. Yeah, Goas. He's like, yo, that sounds so delicious. So I'm guessing they're gonna watch from the sidelines, and they didn't even tell Goas. So what I predicted was that they were gonna tell Goas, and Goas was in with it, but no, they're actually wanting to see it play out. My farts don't smell that much. Everyone's quote after someone talks about someone's farts. Some evidence. No, he's gonna talk about. I like the way that Weiss and Beerus are playing it out. They want to make sure that there is exactly perfect evidence going for it. Like they have to catch him with his pants down and fucking his wife. That's the evidence they need. Like it can't be just some texting or anything like that. They need to catch him with his pants down. So this is Trunks' future, or Trunks' timeline. Ooh. Someone's cocky. Oh, so... Is he immortal too? No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, he was asking him if he wants to be immortal. But no, he's fine with that. What an irony. So, now since it's kind of slowed down, what they were kind of talking about is that they want to constantly continue fighting Goku and see his techniques and all this stuff. So Black becomes stronger by learning how Goku uses his body. Typical Yajirobe. You should give one at least to Yajirobe. Jeez. Her and... Yo, Vegeta's training? And Bulma's fixing it at the same time. That's an amazing wife. You can't get a wife better than that. For real, Bulma is the best wife of 2016. What does Pilaf know about love? For real. I mean, he is kind of giving good advice. I mean, that kind of would work. I mean, if this was a freaking soap opera. I think Pilaf does watch a little bit too much soap operas. I'm surprised Trunks hasn't heard all this going on. She did the Bulma head. Yo, definitely for sure. That just freaking sealed it. Trunks and mine pairing for freaking forever. Ooh. Jesus, control yourself. He's playing with his stuffed toy and he's just throwing it all over the place. Yo, is Little Trunks gonna give Big Trunks some lessons about life? See, there's a See, Trunks was raised by Vegeta, so Vegeta taught him since a little age how to be a man. And Trunks is just a wuss right now. So Little Trunks is about to give some life lessons to freaking Big Trunks. Ooh. Are you supposed to be a Saiyan? There's that Saiyan pride. I was about to say, don't end like that. For real, end the episode like that? No. No. It was just a half cutscene. Ooh. I like that one. I do. Yeah, at least Goas is eating those delicious foods right before he dies. You know, Zamatsu is kind of being impatient. If he would have waited it out, Goas would probably give him the Patar earrings without him having to kill Goas. Excuse me. Either he's gonna kill him or he's gonna earn his trust where... No, he's gonna kill him. Why didn't Zamatsu just straight up kill him right then and there? He just knocked him out, didn't he? Okay, yeah, he did the time travel thingy. That's what I thought. It looked like he just knocked him out, not killed him, though. Oh my god, yo, this is gonna be so badass. What was that midden thingy? What? What was that? Is that something that came before that I never even noticed before? Oh. Interesting. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh my god, this is gonna be so sick. Yo, he's gonna straight up kill him right now. Oh, he recorded it too. Hey guys, sorry, for some reason it stopped the recording around here. So I already watched all these events, but I didn't want to end the live reaction like right around there. So I was like, I didn't want to do another review, but I didn't want cause I did all the live reaction was up to this point, and then after that I didn't even notice it stopped recording or anything like that. So I just went back to this time, and I'm just going to tell you my thoughts of these points of time. I'm sorry, guys. I really, really hate this. It happens all the time. I don't know why, but it usually starts at like either at the beginning of the recording or at the end of the recording. But now it did it somewhere around the middle. But I'm still gonna kind of do a live reaction. It's not really a live reaction anymore because I already seen all of this parts, which I'm really, really sorry. So, at this point, Zamatsu doesn't think he's a Kaioshin anymore, or a Supreme Kai. He believes he is this god of justice. And he still wants to kill... He thinks he can actually face with everyone here. This is actually pretty funny when you think about it. First of all, Goku would wipe the floor with him. Second of all, Goas would probably wipe the floor with him, because we've seen Goas in Dragon Ball Heroes. He saw his technique, and he's also his master. Third of all, there's Beerus. And then there's Whis if he can actually handle Beerus. But I don't think he can handle Beerus. And there's the proof right there. This is so freaking godly. Don't get cocky. Now, this technique that freaking Beerus used, we've never actually seen Beerus actually with full intent to kill. Other than in Battle of Gods, we saw him when he destroyed the Earth. Look at this. So Beerus can actually erase people out of existence. Like that. Can you imagine what Zamatsu was feeling, though, during this instant? Like, just seeing himself being erased by the fucking god of destruction. And he just did destroy. And instantly, he just got destroyed like that. That's just impressive. Was Lil Trunks... So they did the fight off screen. I didn't even notice this during the live reaction. Because I thought this was exactly right after the point we saw. But it looks like they actually kind of fought. Because you saw how Trunks was out of breath. Little Trunks. Little me, big me. So, some interesting thing. Little Trunks was trying to cheer up Big Trunks. Why didn't they do that? Like, for real? Now, this bit of information, I was really confused about first. I'm like, did it really go back to normal? I was like, I don't believe it. I'm like, it doesn't make sense because they've been hyping up like Black more in this episode and Zamatsu even more, so it wouldn't be over like that. That would be so anticlimactic. But then Beerus said something. See, okay, when Trunks defeated the androids, it didn't affect the future. But then Beerus says this. When a god eliminates another god, there's no way that space and time remains the same as it is. It says because it kind of makes sense because if you think about it, when Zamatsu uses the rings, it doesn't create a new timeline. Nor when Whis uses his staff to go back in time, it doesn't create another timeline. So when gods do time or anything like that, it doesn't affect time. It doesn't create another timeline. It actually goes back in time, and there is time paradox. So I was like, it kind of makes sense, but I still don't want to believe it in the story point of view because like they've been hyping up like Black to be stronger and all that stuff to get stronger because he wants to fight Goku even more, and they want to drain as much as they can from training with Goku. And I was like, it really, really doesn't make sense. But now going back to what Little Trunks and Big Trunks were going through, Little Trunks was trying to cheer up Big Trunks because Big Trunks looked like he was depressed and like he gave up and all this stuff. And it's interesting to see the different character developments between the two because Little Trunks was raised by Vegeta, and Vegeta taught him how to be a man and how to be prideful and all that stuff. And Big Trunks was kind of raised by Gohan and Bulma, so he was trained to be, heroic and courageous and all that stuff, but and noble and nice and kind-hearted and all that stuff. So it was interesting because it showed that. Okay, here's the preview. I want to stay quiet. So they're still alive, of course, but it doesn't really make any sense because why are they alive? And then there's also some other little thing in the preview. Hold up. There's that. There, we saw freaking Vegeta going in versus Black. It was pretty sick. But after watching there was a reason why I stayed quiet for a second. After watching the preview for a second time, we saw him showing his time ring. I was like, wait a minute. Because, last time, during the live reaction, during the part of the live reaction that wasn't recorded, I said something about my theory, which was always my theory, stating that they're coming from a different timeline, not from Goku's timeline. Because, in a sense, what Beerus meant is if he came from, which is normal for him to think, if Zamatsu came from their timeline, then if he kills him from that timeline, then yes, it would create a time paradox. But if Zamatsu and Black came from another timeline, from a separate timeline, because we know for sure fact that there's 5 separate timelines, so there is still a possibility that they could come from a separate timeline. But if they came from another timeline, then would it still count? Would Beerus killing Zamatsu still count as a time paradox, or would it not? So that's a little bit of information that still is helping me cling on to my theory about them coming from a separate timeline. So I'm like, that's still a possibility. Let me see, what else did I forget to say? I forgot to say something. Oh my god. I know there was a little bit of what I was talking about before. Little Trunks was raised by Vegeta, so he's more prideful, more like strong-willed and stuff like that. And so it helped his personality like helped Trunks kind of get motivated and back into the thing. Same thing with it's kind of similar how Vegeta like kind of motivated him and all that stuff for when they were training, and when Vegeta went blue for the first time in front of Trunks and beat him up like that. So it was kind of similar to that. He told him about his Saiyan pride, and then Little Trunks was talking about his Saiyan pride. Where's your Saiyan pride? So it's interesting seeing that like father like son like scenario right then and there, that they both motivated Trunks with the same kind of way. It's kind of hilarious, with same beating him up and same like that. It's kind of funny how they both work the same, and it's interesting to think about what if Vegeta was still alive during the Trunks' timeline. Would Trunks be different? Would his personality be different? Would he be similar to how Little Trunks is right now? It would be interesting to see that. And also during the live reaction, I also talked about I don't know how it came up, but I also talked about what if Bulma. Oh no, now I know what it came up, because Bulma, there was that scene with Vegeta and Bulma, and how Bulma is like a mother figure, like a grandmother figure, and like a sister figure, and like a wife figure to Vegeta. She's all the freaking above, and Vegeta really needs that because he grew up without anyone. And then I also talked about how, what if Bulma never actually met Goku? Like, how would the timeline work with all that? Because literally, Bulma does create the story. Like, if there was no Bulma, then there would be no Dragon Ball, and since there was no Dragon Ball, there would be no Dragon Ball Z, and in a sense, all of this would never happen. I was thinking about how the Piccolo event would work like that, because Piccolo would still be kind of revived or unsealed in that sense. Would Krillin be the main hero of Dragon Ball if that ever happened? Oh, excuse me. Which would be really, really interesting if that worked. Or maybe it would have been Kami. Oh, excuse me. Maybe Kami would have come down and actually fought Piccolo or something like that. It would be interesting to see how those events would have played out without Goku being there. I think it would have been all the shit in hell. But I think somehow Goku would still be part of the story somehow, because he's still in that world, obviously. It's just he's with in Gohan's place, Grandpa Gohan. And I think Master Roshi would have probably found him, like, looking. Maybe he would have looked for Gohan to seal him back. Because I remember I don't think he knew about Gohan until Goku told him what happened to Gohan. So I think maybe he would have gone and looked for Gohan, and then he would have found Goku instead. And then Goku, he would have asked Goku what happened to Gohan. And I think that's how the events would play. And then also, before I forget, thank you for so much support on these videos. Thank you for so much support on my channel. I appreciate that so much. We're almost up to 1,000. I'm thinking about, I don't know what I'm gonna do for 1,000, but I'm stuck between either letting my girlfriend do my makeup on cam, or doing a Q&A. So please leave in the comment section down below which one do you want to see, or if you recommend something else to do, I'll probably think of that as well. So please comment down below. I want to see what you guys think. I want to see what you guys want to see for 1,000 subscribers, because that's a big event. I really appreciate so much support, and I can't believe that I have that many support. Like, for real, it just means a lot to me, and I'm very grateful to you, all of you guys. And then that kind of got me off track. I guess I'm going to end the video with that. If you guys like my reaction, please leave a like. Also subscribe. Check out my other channel in the description box below. Also follow me on my social media to keep you guys updated. And please comment down below in the comment section down below your theories and your thoughts. What you think is going to happen. Is fusion still a possibility? Because there's still a possibility that Zamasu and Black could fuse because they both got the Patara earrings. There's still that possibility. So there could be a possibility to counter that. Goku and Vegeta confused and all that stuff. And what do you think? How do you think they're still alive? Could it be an alternate timeline, or could Beerus been wrong? There has to be something backing that up. So there's still there's still a lot more questions that haven't been answered. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.